Rigid Force Alpha.
So immediately I could tell that they updated the
agile battleship created by the United Planet Freedom Force's best engineers and scientists.
Okay, I'll let this play out. Notice they updated the AI.
Force Alpha was developed using the groundbreaking core technology, a virtually inexhaustible source of energy. Designed for both interstellar and planetary combat operations, this prototype is today one of the UPFF's most advanced weapons.
Adjusting the volume as we go.
As an artificial intelligence, I was designed to support you. You can trust me completely.
So there used to be this rather than doing it through.
Your command, Captain. Welcome aboard. Would you like me to explain the basics?
No, I'm good. I gotta look at the controls though.
Roger that. Maybe next time.
So there used to be a fully rendered model for the AI, and now it's now they actually have it done in 2D instead. That was one of the most one of the clearest changes you'll see on the way in. But apparently lighting's changed, UI has changed, gameplay and balance related things have changed. I'm surprised that they got this running seemingly a very consistent 60 on Switch.
Welcome, Captain. Rigid Force Alpha ready for deployment.
Considering a lot of devs, especially a lot of indie games, and a lot of ports from AAA games tend to not be 60, I have to give them props for that. Alright, what else is different here? I know, I could swear I remember I mean, they're sure they had to for PC. For Switch, going from PC to Switch, they had to make the UI fully controller interactable. I think it was that the D-pad didn't work on the. I could be wrong. This is a lot of games struggle with that. They were analog stick only until you get in game. I think Maldita Castilla did that. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I was worried about that. My chatbot picked up the change in game. Good. It does the auto messages now. Cool. You should be closer to even. You know what song for some reason you just reminded existed? Which one? Oh no. No. The funny thing is that's come up over and over again for me on Pandora. But every time I see Dota, I'm just like, no, please. Easy. Hey, what? Don't default to easy. You're killing me. You're killing me. Oh, also they added now you can choose Japanese VO as well. I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna go for it. And there's German too. I want to see what that's like. I'm curious. And eventually you unlock Boss Rush and something else. Boss Rush I'm pretty sure is new. I don't need the help. Alright. Alright, so this is similar to how it used to be. They got it loading pretty fast too. Will it have bonus? No, that is that's a Blazing Star special. I don't remember the controls for this game. Let's see. There's a button to, yeah. That is a different effect now. It's a little bit, yeah. It used to be like, if I remember correctly, and I might be wrong. The effect for sucking in the special weapon energy was it used to be a lot later looking, I think. I might, if there's the option to do it, I might redo my controls though. Or no, never mind. I forgot they do allow the trigger buttons for this stuff. That'll make it easier. Oh jeez, alright. There will be a bit of a warm-up period, I'm sure. I don't remember what the button was that I was just pressing earlier for the, you had something you could do to, like, sweep projectiles. This, yeah. Is that on a timer, or is that a, I, like, never used it. It's something I really needed to put the time to learning. Maybe you should have started on easy? Hey, I gotta warm up to this, damn it. I'm trying to figure out what, what is, oh, it's consuming, it consumes weapon energy, right, okay. I'm remembering this now, okay, okay. The, you had the buttons to basically move your options forward or back. It's been a while since, it's been like 2 years. I gotta warm back up to it. I want to see if they lay out the controls anywhere, because my memory is poor. Oh, they do. Do they allow you to rebind them? No. Okay. Alright. Maybe I should have run through the tutorial. We're good. I got it together now, mostly. Why is the AI Cyberdroid always girdle-shaped? There is a, people have done articles in that, regarding, like, how players respond and how people respond to, like, being. It's the same reason why, for example, a lot of, like, telephony systems, the voice is always, like, more often than not, it's always a woman's voice. Like, extremely consistently. Alright, I'm remembering this now. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me. Oh yeah, and you can even shoot back too. Okay. I'm remembering this now. Having this game run so well on Switch is like kind of mesmerizing. Because you don't expect games to run like well on Switch, especially like any 3D game. Like, after watching Breath of the Wild run it, like, chug and try to be try to pretend it could get 30, and then watching any game get 60 is great. No, like, I understand, there definitely is the sort of, like, there is that aspect of like, having AI for games and stuff. Of, like, people look at it as, like, they're fetishizing their AIs, but that's not, like, that's like, not, like, an exclusive reason why, ship AIs tend to be, like, female AI characters, like Halo or whatever. People, I think, I seem to remember with Halo, they complained when Cortana got how am I gonna word this? Scaled down a bit. Mentor complex? Maybe. Oh, they gave you way more weapon energy than I remember for this. I remember them mentioning that there were some balance updates. I wonder how much of that applies just like a normal run on medium difficulty. There was, if I remember correctly, the boss for this is pretty cool. The boss for this level was very R-type. Oh man, the whole idea of being able to quickly redirect your options and stuff is great. It's like I've always kind of liked that idea, the compromise between fully twin stick and doing like a always face right, like because Darius tried as best as they could with like your character just turns around on its own, and they can only really use that in certain areas and in boss fights where like with Gradius 5 was very notorious for damn near locking you into not like 100% being forced to use Type 2 options, but man, it helps. Well, yeah, and you could still you could just go almost completely back as well, so long as you have at least one of these like 4C option deals, or what they were called. Oh my god, is Peeve? It was cut off. It was half cut off. I'm getting a 437 viewer raid from Peeve. Hey Peeve, thanks for the raid. Welcome everybody. Hey, Marcus. I know some people are loading in and having to wait for ads and stuff, but thanks again for the raid. Oh geez, it's the Ahego whatever face. Marcus is gonna ding me on the pronunciation of that, I think. Yeah, whatever. Well, at least we chose the Japanese voice for the AI, because then at least someone will pronounce something correctly in Japanese. Too busy getting stunned by boss Animal Crossing? Hey, there's a trick for that. I need to post a video for that.
You're the best.
Hey, thanks for the gift sub, Coonzer. And, welcome to the welcome to our pile of sub Marcus. The couple that we got, our tiny tight-knit community. Always shake with the net in hand. No, you don't even need to shake. You what you need to do, you don't need to shake with the net at all. The way to get around it, there we go, much better. The way that you get around it is to redo your inventory order. So you're chopping with the axe, and then you hit to the right or to the left. Immediately upon spawning the wasp, to choose your, so while you're using the axe, you switch to the net, and the wasps don't get a chance to do anything, and you catch them, immediately. Alright, okay. I couldn't read the chat while I was, killing myself some boss. So I have to admit, part of the reason why I'm doing well at all in this is that I played a decent amount of this back in the day. The original version of this released on PC in 2018. I actually had found out about this game a long time ago. There was a post on IndieDB or something ages ago, and I sort of vaguely had it on my radar, but suddenly I find out about it that it's out way later. I might have known about it in 2016, 2014, something. I don't even know. I don't know how long this has been in development for. See, this is the stage that I'm thinking about. There was one really nasty stage. No. There's the stage. One of the stages is basically a dusty, barren, desert world. Then there's another one. There's another one with a ton of lava, and it's like a manufacturing facility or something. And that one had a boss at the end of it that was mega rough, and I'm curious to see how it's going to be now. So Marcus, even though you know how to catch wasps pretty easily when you're paying attention, are you aware of anybody posting the method for that I described for catching them? I don't know if I've seen anybody post it. I've seen people saying to hold a net out or whatever, but I've never seen anybody post even a short video saying to basically arrange your inventory so you can swap easily enough. So those little sand crab looking things, those are very reminiscent of something you see in R-Type. Oop, okay. Should have one more hit left. Pretty sure there's even an upgrade too for that, or a health refill or something you can get. Gotta be careful now. Can't really take an extra hit. There was a really great... the lighting here is definitely different. The lighting here is a lot more colorful than it used to be. The charge attack for this is great. It's this big sweeping thing. I've been looking for an opportunity to use it. Setting up the quick inventory swap? Yeah. Ah, I wanted to get an extra life. It's not happening. It's kind of naturally did. Yeah, I wanted to make a quick video just to fill in that gap for anybody who didn't know. And I didn't get around to it, but I figured if nobody's made the video anyways, I could spend a few minutes making one. This particular mini boss. That was the one that if I'm not paying attention and remembering what it does, I'm gonna get hit by. Forget about that. This one. Just learn R-Type Final 2 is a potential thing? Not potential, it's happening. Somewhere in the next one, forever from now. They mentioned that the dev for that is slowed down a lot due to COVID, so it's probably gonna take a while. But it's happening. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, so yeah, I always liked doing terrible, but I really liked the music that they used for this boss fight. Oh, give me. I really need to. I would love a different weapon upgrade for this. It's not gonna happen, but tis fine. Oh jeez. There we go. At least now we got the basic gun now. Oh, there's a different effect now for when they attack. Oh jeez, alright. There's a bunch of stuff they changed. Like got a lot of like small subtle stuff. I'm noticing bits and pieces as I go. I don't know if P's here, and I don't know if he noticed earlier, but if he saw it earlier, but thanks for the raid, I appreciate it. I I know a lot of people on the way in, as I was making everybody probably get hit by ads, but especially like when I'm looking at showing a you know, a genre that doesn't get a lot of attention, and for an indie dev, I really appreciate being able to have more people check it out. I only vaguely remember this stage. It's I think maybe I didn't, like, for the longest time I didn't get very far in this game, and this is going to be one that I have like no like there's no beating it on memory. I gotta just muscle through it. That's a lot clearer. I don't remember. I seem to remember when I last played this, I had trouble with some portion of these guys as they fired those big giant lasers. I can't remember what. Something I struggled with. Maybe the effect wasn't super clear or something. I don't remember. I'll take anything. I want one more of the first unit things. All my set.
Fantastic. You're the best.
Hey, thanks for the subs, out. So, I know it's not the most popular genre in the world, but I do stream a decent amount of shmups. So, if you want to see more of them in the future, I definitely recommend following the channel. There we go, there's number 4. I wonder how many, so I haven't even looked, it might be mentioned somewhere, but I wonder how many points I need to get like per extend in this. I know there are some scattered throughout the game as well. Some of these dropped. I don't remember which. Some of the stalactites. Oh yeah, that's how that worked. Right, I'm remembering now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, those like crab looking dudes. They clap and then they pop. Yeah. Okay. When I first played this, I struggled with that. It's not that I don't think it's not that I didn't notice it, but I think I was just not ready for it or something. Okay. Alright. I should have just gone. Should have just rushed on in. Alright, I'll continue. I get credits. Yeah. Horizontal shooters kind of got the bad rap that a lot of stuff was memorization based. Like Radius did a lot of that. Anybody who's tried to get a 1cc in Gradius 5, which is damn near impossible, has had that experience. Alright, I've already taken a hit. I still haven't gotten a 1cc in Gradius 5. I can get to I can get to the boss for stage 5, but I just struggle with that boss. No, actually, you know what? I think I've gotten to 6. I think I got to the very beginning of 6. I'm not quite sure. I think it was at a worse score with 6. I don't remember. No, you know what it was? I spent a lot of time practicing it, and still only got there once or twice. I had never done it in a single credit. And I have like 1cc's on like Zero Ranger and Super Hydora, and I could beat Monolith in sudden death and do it fast enough. I can do it in like 5 minutes. I think the world record for Overlord unseated, I think I had gotten, or no, I got it seated, right. It's been a while, I don't remember half of this crap anymore. It's hard to dig through that memory while you're getting shot at. Played a lot of Gradius 3 just the other day. There's two different versions of Gradius 3 that I'm going to be going through at some point in the future. In the near future, it's going to be Gradius 3 Arcade, which I've never played before, and it's a lot different than the Super Nintendo version. The other one is the SA1 version of Gradius 3, which is the no slowdown. The bubble stage is a special kind of nightmare kind of version of Gradius 3. I'm not gonna be able to get both. Or yeah, okay. You know, I would have been able to. I had charged for it. The SA1 chip was basically an extra chip that you could use for Super Nintendo games. That was used for performance, I think, in a lot of later ones. And so, for example, like if you have a modded version of Contra 3, then the bombs don't cause lag. If you have a modded version of Mario World, the key transitions don't lag. There's a bunch of other stuff the dude's been doing too. There we go. Now I'm starting to catch up again. There's a bunch of different areas where slowdown was like damn near critical for Gradius 3, and okay. Should just wait for the cycle. A bunch of places in Gradius 3 where slowdown is damn near essential, and that's like the SA1 version of Gradius 3. Like, I don't know if I could beat that on easy, and I could 1cc it on normal back in the day. Man, so part of what I'm paying attention to with the Switch version of this game is how like it runs really well. And it's making me consider like I'm wanting to bump this up on my to-do list for getting a 1cc. I'll have to spend a lot of time memorizing everything again, but playing it on Switch is going to be so convenient. So, I think I mentioned this before, but not only is this game, as I face tank that, not only is this game on Switch now, and just recently was ported to Switch, it's also on Steam. And it is what? I think, what, 20 on Switch and 10 on Steam? Nailed it, successful face tank. Alright. Let's go ahead and skip the cutscenes. When I played this back in the day, actually, I had it, in interest of speeding it up as quick as possible, I had turned off, like, all the cutscenes, I turned off all of, like, any of the prompts, everything. And I was basically trying to mad mode the, getting a 1cc. I got real close. I was able to get to the final boss, on 1 credit, but I never quite learned the pattern for the final boss. And one thing that's interesting about the, at least the Switch version, I'm not sure if the PC version has any of the updates for it. Maybe it does. There's boss rush mode. There might have been stage select too. I don't quite remember that. But those being options, I mean, those are for example why I was willing to tolerate Gradius 5 being as hard as it is, because Gradius 5 allows you to stage select as well, and that makes all the difference when you're trying to get boss patterns down and stuff. Zero Ranger does the same thing. Zero Ranger's really good about that. I should not have gone widespread with that. Yeah, Gradius 5 is freaking hard. At least for a 1cc. I mean, you can credit feed it. And in fact, Gradius 5 gives you more and more credits, and then they eventually unlock free play as you just play more. And then they also, more than that, you have the restart mechanic is closer to, like, it's not the full, like, restart. You just respawn. Their continues even have you set up to resume, like, mid stage, like where you literally right where you left off. R-Type Final, is this something to you with the whole 100 chips? I have all 100 chips unlocked. I still have my PS2 version. I can still run it. 101, by the way, not 100. Yeah. R99 is the last one you unlock, and then you need a couple codes. No, wasn't it Last Dancer? No, you might be right. It was yeah, you're right. It's Curtain Call. Last Dancer was the one right before. Keep taking random hits. Can I put this in the Atari? I can put the Atari back. I wouldn't have taken that hit otherwise. That's not helping too much. Alright, we good. I was a bit bummed when I found out that for the R-Type Final 2 Kickstarter, they weren't able to get all the ships. But then after thinking about it, what I realized was that, and I remembered, like, how many of the ships in R-Type Final 1 were just totally worthless. They were cool for lore reasons, though. But they were real bad. Some of the ships that came back in R-Type Final 2 are interesting because they they were really bad in the base game, and they were in the first game. Like the ones with the what were they called? Concert Master and whatnot. The ones that basically had the like sustains fire wave cannons, the ones that they just didn't really do any real damage. Like their DPS was too low. Yeah, the long sustained beams, the ones that where the damage is too low to be worth it. I'm doing real poor today. I might need to restart. I think I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna start again from scratch. Many of the Bido ships were pretty weak. Yeah, I think Flame was good. I personally I took the plainest option, and I went like the second I unlocked the Giga Wave Cannon, and I had any of the fully universal ships. I would always just use that. Just like one-shot bosses. Charge through the last like minute or so of the level until you got to loop 7 or whatever it was. And it just like blow something away. Mr. Heli... Yeah, you're right, okay. Mr. Heli was okay. One thing I'm noticing with the controller I'm using, the 8BitDo SM30 Pro, is that the D-pad is way faster than the analog. Like the max distance with the analog stick, I think, is slower than with the D-pad. I might be wrong. It feels like it is. Maybe it's the diagonals. One thing that you find with third-party controllers is that the maximum distance that an analog stick will go, and the dead zone behaviors are a lot different than the official controllers. And I'm mostly playing with the D-pad here and there, but sometimes like my finger will switch kind of on its own. Because you do get somewhat granular control as well with the analog stick, like speed control. And with games like these, I find it difficult to determine whether or not I want to tap or I want like a little different speed. Curtain Call's 100 Grand Finale is 101. Okay. Which one was Last Answer? 99? Last Answer was probably 99 then. What about, so, Zoe, did you happen to play, R-Type commands? Or were you fortunate enough to play Tactics 1 and 2? I don't remember if Tactics 2 was ever released in the US. I don't think it was. Pretty sure it wasn't. Command was awesome though. AKA Tactics 1. Alright, we got a much better weapon for this. For most of the bosses, I like using this particular setup. Get that like massive focus fire. There we go, much better.
武器システムの研究と開発を行って警告前方に敵を確認
You know, it's funny. I keep forgetting that there's that ability that sweeps bullets that I almost never use, and I need to try that. Like, even when I played last time, I didn't really use it that much. Try to move a button there. That's the button's on. Yeah, and I don't know the best situations to use it, but I really need to use it more often. I wonder how much you could sweep with it, like even the bigger shots, because I know some of the stuff, for example, in R-Type you can't absorb with a force unit. Some stuff you it's the kind of the difference between what can you destroy and not. And my memory for that stuff is really slim. I don't quite remember exactly how much. Every game is a little bit different about what it actually allows. According to the lore, R-Type 99 is last ship for mass production. Yeah, and then yeah. Those are basically the oh, what basically we said. Yeah, they were not meant to be part of the main fleet. So considering that there we go. The R-Type games tend to have such a hefty story to them. I wonder what the story for 2 is going to end up being. Like, calling it Final doesn't mean anything. Like, Final Fantasy was called Final for a very specific reason, and now they have, like, 15 main games and many, ports, spin-offs, side games. Ah, what? Ah, right. This is going to be a bit of a struggle now. There was there was something with the pilot names. I can't remember if you took the first word, the first letter of the names, or the first word of the descriptions in R-Type Final, and it either spelled out something, or there was something in particular that was unique to that. And for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. It isn't super common in shmups. Gradius in particular being really light on story. Although I will say I did like the sort of like flavor. I don't even know if I want to call it story. I get it. Okay. The flavor of Gradius Gaiden. Adding Ragnaroks to Final Wave Canon. The Giga Wave Canon, yeah. Where it would go, like, it would have the different flavors where it would be like Bido, Devil, whatever, as the labels for the charge. That was a neat touch. The boss fight, the final boss for this game was a hell of a fight, and I'm looking forward to getting back to it one day. And I think what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to start, I'm going to have to plan a lot of practice for this. Because I regret not getting 1cc of this. Especially now that they've all these updates for the Switch version. There were a couple things that I struggled with, like where the UI is a lot more robust, a lot more fleshed out now than it used to be. A lot more readable, and it doesn't cover up as much of the screen either. It's a lot more minimalistic. Because I remember, I might be wrong in my memory of this, but it used to be that it actually had like a bar in the bottom, if I remember correctly. Spring Commander had that problem. Spring Commander's default UI was rough. That was one of the things that they took to heart with the sequel, I think. Over them making major changes for that sort of stuff. Spring Commander overall was like massively streamlined with the sequel. R13 is your favorite theme-wise? Yeah, every line has something different about the naming convention too, right? There's an area, so the final area in this game, I didn't ever quite figure out what was up with it lore-wise. Like, were you in like a computer simulation or what? But it was very like, so you know how they, I guess the best example I can think of is, late in Nier Automata, you start going through these areas that look more constructed, like, they look more like, computer generated, and not just the hacking minigame for Nier Automata. But you go through areas where the geometry is really weird and really angular, and they look like simulations more than actual areas. And I always kind of like that, because it always has that extra level of weird to it. That extra level of like unfamiliar. The fake city where you fight at, I can't remember which of the two between Adam and Eve you fought. It was like the remainder, I think. My memory of that game is considering how much stuff there was to digest, that's what nearly got me last time. There we go. Much better. I can't remember the context for that part of the game too well. I think it was like that was the point where B was in trouble. I'm gonna remember this really wrong. The story was really, like, you know, all of those Taro Yoko stories can be confusing to follow at best. All right, Marcus, have a good one. And thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I don't get a chance to see you enough. I kind of pop into your streams here and there, but, you know, oftentimes I'm kind of busy at work and whatnot. There we go. Just duke the boss. Remember how I made the decision earlier to adjust the effects volume a bit? I probably should have left the sound effects volume a little bit higher. It's always a tough call. Ooh, jeez, alright. Oh, geez, that was way wider than I thought it would be. Alright, we good. We're alright. We're doing alright. But regarding the fake city or whatever in Automata, I liked the aesthetic for the final stage in this game as well. It was really, really, really tough, but it had that weird, like, I don't know, like fighting the machine kind of like aesthetic to it. I guess I'm not explaining it very well, but the whole like fighting a hostile AI-driven opponent in their own space is like one of my like. It's an aesthetic that I really like a lot, and I don't get a chance to see enough. Oh, so funny things though regarding Nier's story. I did buy the book. It was like the strange works of Teruyoko, or however. I think actually they had a part in the foreword for that book where they talk about the ordering of the name and which one to use. Should they use the Americanized version, or should they use the Japanese? And they stated a reason for it, and I don't remember which one they settled on. But anyways, I bought the book and I just never read it. I haven't read it yet. But I wanted to get... Like, I've seen some of the YouTube videos that kind of go over some of that stuff. Yeah, like a little bit. But I wanted to get a better beat on that story because it's a cool story, but it's hard to follow. Now, I have to admit, I'm not good at following story, just as much as I'm not good at following maps. I think I got into the habit for the longest time of being so mechanics-focused with games that I kind of missed out on some of the better stories in games, even though the mechanics weren't that great. I need that. I wanted that so much. Wait a second, can you do this backwards too? You can. Okay. I never thought about that. That's a perspective shift for me. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it technically makes perfect sense you're able to. I think they want you to too, because notice how I still have full weapon energy. He starts with the end and works backward. I don't think it's a terrible approach either. It certainly makes it easier to keep things coherent. Like things lead into the final arrival at the ending is probably a lot easier to arrange now because you know, all you're doing is figuring out how you got there. What is it, like a good approach? That's what I wanted. That's much better. Okay. So, assuming we make it to the next, I'm gonna stick with this. Assuming we make it to the next area, we'll get a chance to mess around with that crazy ass boss that you're dealing with through the industrial lava metalworking level. We play near. But you want to play the original? I'm still waiting to find out if they're going to do a update. Oh, that is satisfying shit. I'm glad I'm experimenting with this now. Rather than taking the plain blue weapon, the straight fire weapon. What was I gonna say? I'm still waiting to figure out if they're going to do a. I think they got it greenlit. I think the remake of regular Nier. No, yeah, no, yeah, it did. Yeah, they were going to do at least an update for Replicant. I hope they do Gestalt as well. That's a little bit of a concern for me. Are they going to only do one or the other? There we go. Now that I remember a bit more about this level, I'm doing much better. There you go. You just couldn't go ham because you get all the, you get enough weapon energy to do this. I never really paid as much attention to this as I should have. Wait, I might have needed that. Green might be fine anyways. Think about Nier Automata is it gives, I guess, the significance of the white flower. I'm gonna have to spend more time reading on that because I'm probably a bit. I'm probably too far too far away from understanding the story. Here we go. This particular, yeah. This section you wanted to get away you wanted to finish that real quick. Oh, I could swear you were able to shrink or destroy those. Well, now I'm in for a ride because I don't have the weapon energy I need. Oh jeez, alright. This level was always really tough. This boss in particular. I'm so glad that they're being like way nicer about some of the throwing out weapon upgrades in the middle of the fight. I don't even have an answer for that. Where are we going to start? Okay, alright. There, okay. We got the blue laser. We weren't taking a hit because I didn't know what to do. Blue laser was real helpful for this boss. You need direct damage as much as you can get. Ooh, close one. Oh, jeez. Oh, here we go. I noticed real quick that I did not, I made a poor call there. So the interesting thing about the charged version of the default gun is that it seems to do a ton of damage. Like, more than you would expect. It's almost like it's almost a comeback mechanic in that you lose like your main you lose the non-charged version being good in order to gain the charged version being awesome. Oh, here we go. Damn it. Alright, I think I have one more continue. I might. We got one, okay. I got so close. I should have picked up the other upgrade instead. That comes out so quick. Okay, alright. Damn it. I might at this stage select my way back here just to make some progress tonight. Because I definitely have a lot of memorization to do here. Oh. I've got to remember you have that sweep thing you can do that I keep forgetting to do. That's probably super awesome for this particular boss. You have this like sweep attack you can do that's I never do, and I keep forgetting it exists. That like sweeps projectiles and stuff. I don't know how significant it is. I don't know if it's a little bit helpful and that may be good for points or something. But I never learned how to use it well, and I've certainly got to put it to use, because I think that'd help a bit. That would help a ton in not using a force unit. Alright, let me take a quick break, hit the restroom, and then I'm going to... Oh, there we go, yeah, you got more credits. I wonder if that's the time thing. I'm going to take a quick break, hit the restroom, and then I'll be back. And I'm going to start from the last stage I was at, and see how far we can go. I'll focus on getting 1 CC next time. But for now, I just want to see how far I can get. Alright, one other thing I want to do. While I'm trying to remember what to do with that thing, I'm going to just load up the tutorial and see if they tell me... Wait, yeah. Just out of curiosity, I want to see if they tell me what's, Oh, I guess Boss Rush is the next mode, okay. What that sweeping thing does. Like, I know it takes it uses weapon energy to suck up projectiles. But I want to see, is there any trick to it? Like, does it use... Let's get this portion. Yes. Let's get the introduction. There might be something like, it's great for score, or you lose less weapon energy by soaking up projectiles. Yeah. Yeah, got it. I'll show you about. Grab these. And then we talk about the system to soak up orbs as well. Alright. Show me how to use the sweep thing. There we go. Cool. So we're still going through stuff I've mostly known so far. Force shards, that's what we're calling it. I just, for the life of me, cannot remember. Everyone's always got a little different name for these things. Yeah. Bullet Blade is the thing that's, oh, it's actually wider than I remember. Yeah, back in my day, we had instruction manuals, and if you lost them, you were screwed. Oh, you get an achievement for that. Renting games was fun back in the day. If you were extremely lucky, there would be instructions. Otherwise, press a button. Does anything happen? I don't know. Alright, let's play from the very end. As far as I can go, anyways. Yeah. I'm gonna do hard. I'm gonna do medium. A middle of the road type of person. I want my difficulty sparingly, but there. Or I guess more specifically, I like default difficulty as much as I can get, which strangely enough, in this case, is not medium. I wonder if they defaulted it to easy because they knew anybody who's played any shmup before probably would have switched it to medium anyways, and anybody who didn't know any better would probably want to start on easy and work their way up. I was a Blockbuster kid. I at the very end of the whole thing, I think I did a bit of Hollywood or whatever. But Hollywood was such a weird... I don't remember if I liked it or not. It was so different. Hollywood video. And then they had like Wonderbook was I don't even know if you could rent games in Wonderbook. No, watch out for that. I keep forgetting those things exist. An expert playing this game it would have to look amazing. I can only imagine what crazy stuff you can do with Bullet Blade, and what weird movement and positioning things you can do, because you can move all your force shards around. There we go, there's number 4, and I want that too, give me that.
You have returned.
Hey maid, how you doing? Thanks for the sub. Trying to keep an eye out and see if I'm missing any one-ups anywhere. I know they tend to be snuck around here and there. Yeah, this is Rigid Force Redux. It's is a horizontal shmup in the same vein as like Gradius and R-Type. And this is actually the updated Switch port that has a bunch of like, there's some quality of life changes, some UI changes, there's visual updates. Somehow they managed to get it running at 60 FPS on Switch. I don't know how. Most devs you see don't want to bother with it under any circumstances, and that's one of those things for both for AAA and indie that just, man, more 60 FPS games, please. There's a gripe with it's a constant gripe of mine with Breath of the Wild. I'm never gonna let that go. I really wish they could have gotten that running at 60. I understand it's never that simple, but I want it. I want my frames. Actually, that's going to be a problem for me with Demon's Souls, I think. That's actually, like, some other games like Assault Andrew Cactus as well. I want to give them props. They had it running, I think they had it running 60 on Vita. Wait, I want that. I forgot to get the upgraded one. Used to play a ton of the UN Squadron forever ago on Super Nintendo. There are some excellent... So not only has Rigid Force Redux been released recently, but there are some excellent recent shmups that have been put out in the past, I don't know how many, past so many years. I need to not absorb while I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm actually able to do enough damage now to keep the weapon energy going up. The force unit, the force shards absorbed that. I didn't realize. Absorbed the bigger the bouncing lasers that the blue orbs that the boss shoots out. Not those ones. Almost. Oh, close. Open up, let me kill you, please. There we go, we're almost there. I think we have like one more core left, one more piece. There, okay, you're dead. Let's go. And yeah, Switch is like an indie game. It's like the biggest, best place right now for indie games that since PC. Like none of the other consoles, like from Xbox 360 to PS4 to I don't know how PS5 and Xbox whatever are going to be doing, but Switch has just been a delight for indies. There's so many good indie games on Switch, it's ridiculous. So there's a boss that haunts you throughout this level. I don't remember how early it shows up, but it is a terror, and I'm looking forward to trouncing it, but I don't know if I'm gonna do very well. You bet they could hit 60 FPS in PS5? No, yeah, they're not going to. That's the reality that I feel like people are struggling with. There he is. You freaking menace. That thing through this, like, it's a really cool setup, and I really like this level a lot. And I'm looking forward to shooting that thing as much as I can. That boss makes you hate it as you go through this level. It's coming up real soon. It comes up from behind or something. Yeah. Oh, and you can't absorb its shots, you piece of garbage. Yeah, I'm remembering this now. That thing is a menace. I want it dead so much. And there's at least like 2 or 3 more places where you find it before I'm gonna stick with this. Before you actually get to fight it for reals. This is the boss I'm most looking forward to fighting in the entirety of this game. I'm gonna lose miserably, probably, but I want it dead. That's gonna be like a joy for getting a 1cc in this. This level is a lot. I don't know if it changes later or it's different on hard or something. But there were some areas where maybe it's later in this, but there was lava being poured throughout this level, and maybe it happens at the higher difficulty levels where they took it out. But it made this level crazy tough. Oh jeez, alright. I need to use that bullet blade more. I'm paying for not having used it. It doesn't cut the flamethrowers, okay. Here we go, it's gonna come up soon. That menace of a boss is coming up soon. I don't remember exactly where. I know it's real soon. I know I'm not... Yeah, all the lava's not... There's not nearly as much lava as there used to be. It used to be crazy. Coming out of pipes and stuff. Where is this boss? It's coming soon. Here we go, yeah. Oh, they gave you an indicator now. Okay. I don't remember if they did that before. Maybe they did. I don't remember. No, they did. I remember this now. They did. There was an indicator. Maybe it wasn't as distinct as from before. Oh, right. He comes. Oh, he comes over the back. Okay, we're good. We're fine. Right. Yeah, they're way gentler about that than I remember. Maybe it was only that it was later in the game where the lava stuff gets crazy. Later in this level, I mean. There's a one up here somewhere. I don't quite remember where. Like, there's some spot. You gotta. It's here. It's here. Or there's something, right? Something you had to sneak into getting. Is it below? I don't remember. Here it is. Yeah. Ah, completely wasted, but we got it. We definitely got it. Yeah. So you notice how the lava's been going up and down? It's this dude's doing. Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 different random attacks that he does throughout the level. Not actually random. That you have to deal with before you get a chance to fight him. And then he does the spray backwards as he goes. Yeah. No, don't have enough damage. Just watch a friend finish Outer Wilds. It was good. Well, that's good. I need to get around to it. I've been slacking. And hey, Abby. Finally get to fight this menace. I'm not ready, but I'm here. I don't remember the patterns for this thing at all. Oh geez, yeah. I don't remember at all. It's gonna move a tiny bit, yeah. Okay, alright. Come on. let me get at least halfway through your health bar, please. Oh. Oh, come on, you baited me. You totally baited me. It's probably for the best, you know, multiple playthroughs to keep track of. Yeah. Vinny. You mean the Vine Sauce guy? Oh man, them being super generous with the upgrades whenever you use a continue is so nice. Oh come on, I have to remember that's a thing. I always really like this fight for style. I'm no good at it. This is such a difficult boss for me to master, but was always a fan. It's pretty. I didn't get a chance to read the rest of that. Pretty jaded something. Oh shoot. Oh, I missed all of it. Worst possible time for those to have spawned. Nah, we're probably not gonna make it, but I at least got this far. I got a chance to fight this horrible, but very stylistic abomination. This is like my favorite boss in the game by far. It's just it's like a rivalry fight. Coming back to fight this guy. Oh, this is, I don't remember, is this how it used to be? Having a Tetraan style deal? Oh gee, I think I remember this now. I typically didn't get this far, so my memory of this is real poor. This boss is like a love letter to Gradius. In the best of ways. Yeah, no, yeah, the first phase is always really, really tough. Do you remember that? Now we get to see, if I remember correctly, the next stage is the one that was really, really cool stylistically. Well, no, I did. Well, I couldn't beat it on my first try, and I couldn't 1cc it. I couldn't no hit it. One day, I need to play this again just for that boss because I really like that boss. So this is the crazy stage at the end that I really liked. That was super tough, but I really liked. Pretty sure it is. Right? Yeah. And they play the main theme. The one from the trailer. I can't remember what they were using this for. I don't know which of those I want most. I feel like I'm finally using the charge for those waves like I should be, because I normally didn't. Nearly the damage I need right now. I need a couple more of the shards. Ah, come on. All right. I thought I was dodging that well. Okay. I think we have a continue or one left, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm bumping this up on my to-do list. I forgot how much I actually like this game a lot. I don't know what happened. Like it fell off my radar, but I like the game. I guess that's kind of the way things work. It's not uncommon at all that especially when you know, like, you can't full-time stream. Like I don't stream for a living. Some games just drop off your radar. It's like half of it is like attention span, half of it's timing. And one of the things that you kind of notice, you feel a lot when you're streaming, not even full time, but when you try to make your streaming, when you try to grow your stream, when you try to stream such that you want to stay relevant, you want to get more viewers over time, is that you tend to stream with a short attention span. You tend to always look for the next thing, and it makes you miss games that you really like and then forget about. And this is one of them. I never gave this game enough credit. Especially that boss we just fought in this level. Even though I'm really bad at it. Even though I have a lot of practice to do. Alright, that's okay. Remember how I mentioned earlier how I kept missing those laser things? This is the level that I remember, or this is where I struggled. Jeez, right. I need to use the bullet blade more. Okay, alright. Yeah, see? One more continue. We can do this. Maybe. This is going to be my last continue of the night, because it is getting kind of late. But I will be coming back to this for sure. And it runs so, like, the funny thing is it runs so well on Switch. Like, I've been looking for games that I enjoy and run well on Switch to dive into, and this is a great. This is going to be a great pick. That's an achievement? Okay. Oh, he's falling right on top of me. Copy City aesthetic? Is that what it's called? I've never, like, I'm always bad with terms for artistic stuff. What it reminded you of? There we go, there's some blade usage. Now I have to look around for the rest of the crazy lasers that I keep missing. There's one. This level runs way better than I remember it running, even on PC. To get ahead of that beam. Boss at the end of this, if I remember correctly, reminded me of, remember, that always got me. The boss at the end of this reminded me very much of the Aurora unit in Metroid Prime 3. Another one of those, like, oppressive, alien, a repressive, mechanical brain, aesthetic, I guess. Oh, we're gonna miss some of these. Let me make sure these things die ASAP. Oh, right. You had the crystals you could shoot for light, too. And that looks better than it used to. Better than I remember, anyways. Oh, come on. I was gonna... You know, I should have gone wide and then done the charge shot. So that looks way better. I don't remember this looking that good. This looks better than I remember by far. Just that effect. And it's a simple effect, but it looks good.
目的地に到着しました。とてつもない放射線量をレーダーでキャッチしています。正確なターゲットは特定できていません。細心の注意を払って進んでください。武器システムの準備を。
Notice it's got that one track that I really like too, that really good boss fight track that I like. Chances of me beating this is like 0 tonight, but see what I can do with the remainder of my credits. That's clearer than it used to be. That used to be hard to read. Yeah, the edges of the ring lasers used to be harder to see. Alright, we got more to do here. This is a concern. I'm not sure how often I got this far when I last played it. Maybe it's been rebalanced a bit. I know there were some changes even before the Switch version. Destroy the core, let's go! Oh jeez, surviving that, I shouldn't have. Should have done that without taking a hit. Excuse me. Damn you. It's too big. Alright. Alright, we gotta pop a bubble next time for sure. Alright, at least I know what to expect. Yeah. Cool though, and the Switch version has been a trooper. It's been running really well. It looks good. This is a great port. I'm surprised. You don't expect it. Switch ports are tough. Switch is just not a very powerful machine, especially relative to like PS4 or Xbox One or whatever. Dialogue boxes and whatnot. A lot of the ship voice stuff, I think arcade mode turns off some of it, I think, and then you have some ability to turn off, I have to remember. There was some ability to configure some of this stuff. It might have been just arcade mode, yeah. No, Cooler, that's because UI is hard. UI is tough. That's like one of the big, like you often see a lot of indies will, whenever indies talk about UI stuff, a lot of times you'll see indies talk about UI with disdain because it is difficult, and nobody, like, there aren't a lot of resources for doing UI right. Nobody knows, like, and that, not just the fact that there aren't any resources, but nobody really knows how to do it anyways. People are winging it. I think this UI is fine. I think the only thing for me that I tend to prefer is I tend to go like the most slim, straightforward. Like whenever I'm trying to grind for 1cc, I try to slim down I'll skip cutscenes, I'll turn off shit just so I can rocket my way from run to run. You know, it was probably your first experience with a really well done UI. Mass Effect 2? I only played the first one, so I'd have to go back and take a look. Alright, let me take a look at these trophies. What's so these aren't even just like platform driven achievements. These are just in game. These are all 6 stages in arcade mode. Score Hunter we got. I wonder if there are hold on a sec. They say open gallery. Oh, you unlock art for each of these. That's cool. Zero Ranger recently did that too. Without shooting at all. Are there boss timers for this? Complete the 6th stage eventually. Lockboard the creator using Bullet Blade. I need experience with this. Oh, they're like enemy wave clear trophies, or trophies. Everybody's got a different name for them, whether it's trophies, achievements, challenges, whatever. Stay in the front part of the screen for 10 seconds without damage during a stage. That's not that difficult. I can do that. I'm glad 1cc is called out right here. With the the icon is literally 1cc. Mr. Perfect. C rating or better? I don't know. Is there an A one? Yeah. Highest right. Multiple. Arcade mode has a different scoring behavior, I think. I've done this by accident. Not on the Switch version. I did, like, when I first played this on PC, I'm pretty confident that I didn't really figure out some of that stuff, with the value of using the energy bar, bullet blade versus charge stuff. Alright, definitely coming back. Absolutely. Gonna 1cc this at some point, absolutely.